Hi there. Another vinyl update. I think the last one I recorded about 4 weeks ago, but I uploaded it 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago. Normally I upload a video each week. Didn't have anything to show, um, but I got something to show right now. Another big stack. This is all thrift finds, so I'm gonna dedicate this to a vinyl community member who I like his presence and I like his videos and I like his comments. So this is for you, Steve, from Value Vinyl. Um, if you haven't subscribed to him yet, go ahead, visit his channel. He's a funny guy. Um, yeah, there's going to be some stuff in here, Steve, that you don't know anything about. Neither do I, so that's a good thing. Let's get started. I got a small stack of 7 inches or 45, so what do you want to call it. First up, Stevie Wonder. This is Master Blaster Jamming 1980. Motown, obviously. The last good album. I think I said that when I showed Hotter Than July, where this came from. And this is a really decent track, kind of reggae influenced, from 1980. Stevie. This I basically picked up. I wanted to check what it was, but it says on the side, originally recorded in Kingston, Jamaica. You pick it up. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Is this? This is Derek Harriott and the Crystallites. It's basically what it says is Derek Harriott but it's and the Crystallites. Well, proof? I think you can see it. Anyway, reggae, mostly semi-instrumental, instrumental. I haven't really listened to it full on, but this is the Dutch pressing on Negram. The Barefoot Brigade and Slippery. And I like this. I mean, I love the artwork and I really enjoy the song that I listen to. Then we have Shalamar, Second Time Around, and Leave It All Up to Love. Jody Watley. There she is. It's from an album which has a pretty horrendous cover. Yeah, they're on Orcas. Anyway, originally on Solar Records, the Dutch pressing is on RCA. Just so you know. Shalamar. Some more 80s disco, 80s disco funk. This is from 79 actually. Kool and the Gang, Ladies Night, back with If You Feel Like Dancing on D-Light Records. Can't go wrong with Kool and the Gang. Then we got this one. This is Muscle Bound by Spandau Ballet from 1991 on Chrysalis. The B-side is Glow. Now, first two albums of Spandau Ballet. If you love 80s music, 80s synth pop, pick it up. If you have more balls, you pick up the albums that they did after that with Gold and whatever the hell they did. This is really, really awesome. So from their debut album, I believe. And the last one, I just quickly sampled it. It's kind of like but it's the SOS Band. This is Secret Wish. It's from 1989, so it's a little later. It's on Taboo. The B-side is Crossfire Parts 1 and 2. Both of them are edits, as the CD/album version are longer. But yeah, I had to pick up SOS Band. So those are my 7-inch records. The rest is full-length albums. But before I do that, everyone, cheers. Okay, first record I got is a record that I mean, I know every artist on here. It's a compilation, but I never heard of this series. It's Motown Chartbusters. This is volume 8. It features the Supremes, Marvin Gaye, Michael Jackson, Gladys Knight and the Pips, Junior Walker and the All-Stars, Stevie Wonder, Temptations, Diana Ross, Jackson 5. See, it's got big names. They're not the best songs. For example, Michael Jackson, you get Ben. What else? There's another track he did. Morning Glow. Then Jackson 5, Hallelujah Day, and Skyrider. Skyrider is a good track. But overall, you know, you have Stevie Wonder's Superstition and You Are the Sunshine of My Life. So those are big hits, and then you got smaller hits. But I love, you know, compilations from soul labels. And this is on UK pressing on Tamla Motown. Continuing, El Giro. Now, I normally would not pick up El Giro. At least I wouldn't pick up El Giro. I have, as you can see. This is his 1983 album, Giro. Reason is, I think it's called Rooftops. But then again, on Instagram, I see a lot of people post El Giro and say he's kind of funky. And he is, in a smooth jazz kind of way. So it's smooth jazz, little jazz funk, and El Giro singing and scatting away. This has the original inner sleeve, and it is on WEA. WEA. So those are, I mean, I like those. I'll keep those. Then we got a moody French guy. Look at him. Inside, he's even moodier. Look at him. I am moody. This is Pierre Tisserand. And if that is not easy to read, he has a death metal version of his name on the back. Pierre Tisserand is a singer-songwriter from France. This is from 1969. And it's, I mean, as you can see, it's a serious guy. The music is pretty serious. It's not fun-filled, except for a couple of tracks. Hello. And I picked this up because I like French music, and I always hope that something's on here on these types of records that make me jump up and down like, wow, what is this? Not this case. It's interesting, but I don't know if I'm going to keep it. And yeah, Steve, haha, didn't forget you there. You don't know that guy. Neither did I, but I've heard him, and if you like French pop music. If you like French pop music, I also have Isabelle Aubray with C'est beau la vie. Here she is again. Discogs says, I don't know what year this came out on. Online, various sources say it's 1970. I doubt it. It's probably 1966, 64. Why? Because there's a song on here that was a winner for the European Song Contest 1962. That's why. Or it's a compilation. That could be so. Anyway, reason why I picked this up is that there's 2 tracks written by Serge Gainsbourg and a couple by Gilbert Bécaud, Jean Ferrat, Jacques Brel, André Pop. So a lot of French artists that I find interesting, except maybe Gilbert Bécaud. But Serge Gainsbourg, awesome. This is probably early Gainsbourg, and that's not that awesome. It's decent, but it's not awesome. This record is decent, and it's not awesome. I always hope when it's Gainsbourg and women that it goes in the vein of Franz Gall. Doesn't go there. Another one, Steve. See? Now this one, before everyone goes and says you're a disaster tourist and you want to pick up records by artists that are controversial and did something wrong in society and you want to make a buck out of it, you're right. Cheers. No, you're wrong. I did pick up this one though. This is Bill Cosby's More of the Best Of, and I'm not going to listen to it because it's not what I was hoping for. I don't know what I was hoping for. I know Bill Cosby did some music stuff, which is pretty funky and sought after. But this is spoken word. This is comedy stuff, and I hate comedy stuff, especially on vinyl because it doesn't work for me. So German pressing, I will sell that. Ta-da, Alicia. Anyway, Alicia. Self-titled debut album, 1985. On Vanguard. Now, Alicia is a pop singer, and this is an album that I did not expect on Vanguard Records, who are better known for their folk records from the 60s. This is a pop record that has a little bit of electro pop to it, and it sounds like Madonna, but not good Madonna. This is mediocre, kind of bad Madonna, but still interesting. And it's done by Chef Pettibone, who did remix and did produce Madonna, so it kind of makes sense. So yeah, an album which I've seen around, even online, and never paid any attention to it. And now I saw it for $1, and I picked it up, and I like it. As far as I can like it, because it's kind of like not really that good, but it's interesting. Earth, Wind and Fire. This is Race. This one has the price tag on it. I need to get that off. This is a cool gatefold. This is I believe, the US pressing, but I could be wrong. Yes, this is the Dutch pressing. Original inner. This one has Let's Groove, as the hype sticker says. And this is 1981 Earth, Wind and Fire. A lot of people lost interest in this version of Earth, Wind and Fire. I didn't. Still love this. So happy to find that it was $1.50. This was $2.50. The SOS band, I just showed a 7-inch by them. This is from 1986, and this one is called Sense of Time. And I really like the kitschy 80s cover. This one has, Even When You're Asleep, The Finest and Sense of Time on it. And it's got the original air sleeve. And like the 7-inch, it's on Taboo. So, some 80s boogie, soul, disco, whatever you want to call it. Betty Ride, Live. I used to have a copy of this. Got rid of it. Now I have it again. This is French pressing on Vogue. Betty Ride. This is kind of a soul/disco thing. She does songs by Leon Russell and Gamble and Huff. So that's decent. Then we got this one. This is Eruption, Leave a Light. And as you can see, this looks very, very disco and funky. We're dealing with a Israeli pressing here, as you can see, with the Hebrew text. It's on Hansa. And I quickly sampled it. I've seen this sleeve around at record stores, and I always thought this is way too disco, but it's kind of funky. So, interesting. Picked up the 3 Degrees. There we are. Self-titled album from 1973. That's the inner. This one has Dirty Old Man. When Will I See You Again? Gamble and Huff production on Philadelphia International. So that's a good one. That was actually expensive for. I probably would have picked that up for $1 later when I waited, but I saw it. It was $2.50. Then Diana Ross. This is the album Ross from, or sorry, the album Diana or the album Ross. What is it? It's Ross from 1978. Motown, US pressing. This is a kind of a disco sound that she has here. I haven't really listened to the complete album, but it's something that intrigued me, sorry. My English very bad. And the last record I got, we're at 16 minutes, 17 minutes, way. Randy Crawford, this is Now We May Begin. I just picked this one up. This was $1. Got the original inner picture. It's on Warner Brothers, and this is the Dutch pressing. Produced by the Crusaders, Joe Sample, Wilton Felder, and Stix Hooper. It's Randy, it's Crusaders, it's funky, kind of disco sound. That's what I like, people. That's what I show on my channel, so, and that's it. I believe, if all goes well, that there will be a CD update first, and then a new vinyl update after that. So we'll see. Maybe I'll find a little haul of records and do a secondhand record update. I don't know. But the planning is that I'll be doing a CD update first, and then, because it's close to the end of the month. And at the end of the month, I will be picking up some new records, like new. So, anyway. Thank you for watching, and Steve, bye.